Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic. So, this is a highly requested reading. Happy New Year. Stephanie Sue, Zach Choi, and Nikocado Avocado have a ton of drama. I haven't watched every video. I don't know all of the tea, but we're going to try and figure it out today. So, we're going to see what the hell is going on and where things are headed for these guys. See if we can get a little bit more information. Apparently, as of today, Stephanie Sue is allegedly saying that she's going to seek legal action. We'll see what's going on with that. I am going to come to you guys with some 2020 videos, predictions, and like my top 10 readings of the past year. But I guess I have to do this because it's so highly requested that if I don't do this and put that up, you guys are going to spam the comments. So, without further ado, these are all alleged for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to do Nikocado on the left, and I'm going to do Stephanie on the right, and then the energy between them. So, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. Ooh. Oh no, you guys. I'm gonna get... Okay, so please don't, please don't send any hate to me or anyone else. But, I totally see, opportunity. So, I'm just gonna go into it. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. The Fool's reverse. So that's Nick. So Nick is not naive. Fool reverse says that you're not naive. You know what's going on. Fool's a little bit more of a calculated card when it's reversed. It's like, okay, like I am mature enough to know what's going on. I do know what's going on. I can't play willfully ignorant. I know what's going on. But the Six of Swords is Stephanie, and the Six of Swords is the internet. So... Listen, I'm not picking a side. I don't have a dog in this race or whatever the saying is. But the Six of Swords is the internet. So there's not a doubt in my mind that her main focus was the internet's opinion, reaction, approval. I do see this as like distance travel change. So I do think that part of her wants to change her content. So I do think that this is going to be a good segue into her changing her content. Whether or not she did that on purpose or not, I can't particularly tell you. But there is a change in her content style. I think less mukbang, more maybe like vlog or something, or more of her personal life. Regardless, I'm telling you right now that her main focus is what people are thinking of her and what they will think. So that doesn't really super surprise me. I mean, her paranoia and fear is kind of what led her to make the video. So I kind of understand that card. But she can't play naive either as to some of her intentions. I do think, because the Fool's reverse, so like I do agree with the fact that there are some things that he knew what he was doing. But the Six of Swords is an indicator of the internet and the internet's approval. And between the two of them is the Four of Cups, which is apathy and like boredom and like detachment. So to me, this is not a super invested card. This is literally the antithesis of investment. So both of them were not super invested in their friendship or relationship. I do not buy for a second that they were as close as they're pretending to be. I think both of them knew what was going on between the two of them. And I think both of them kind of felt that the other one was going to get one over on the other one. And I think that's why this card appeared, because I think both of them kind of felt that the other one was not really their cup of tea, but they were both pretending that they were. So I think that this was a relationship that was doomed from the start. So I think that she was kind of privy to him not being the best of people, and then I think he was privy of, him not really being interested in her. So I do not believe for a second that this was a close friendship, in my personal psychic opinion. For what I see in the cards, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, I do not believe that this is an authentic friendship. I do not think this was ever an authentic friendship. I don't think that either one of them had any qualms about it. In fact, there's no hurt energy here, so I don't believe for a second that these people were like best friends or anything like that. This is a like coworker type relationship. This is like, I want this from you, you want that from me, that's fine. There's no personal energy here. I just don't buy it. Perhaps maybe there once was and I just can't see it, but I can only tell you what I see right now, and I just don't believe that this situation is as intense as it is being projected in terms of their friendship. And I think both of them knew that the other one kind of didn't care for each other. Like, to me, it seems like both of them were kind of like, about each other. And I think that they both kind of walked on eggshells around each other. So I think that this was destined to fail. The Wheel of Fortune is about opportunity. It's good luck, opportunity, fate. That's why I said I think that this is a segue for her into new, different content. I also think it's a segue for Nick into new content. But this is also the sign of like everyone benefiting from this. So congratulations, everyone will benefit from this. The Temperance card is about patience and balance. So when things settle, it'll totally be kind of fair and equal for both of them. And the Seven of Swords is a victory card, so both of them will be victorious. And the Temperance card is also about what's fair is fair. That's an equal exchange. I don't know if you can see in this card. The energy is being, like in the cups, like it's flowing between two things. Here it's Neptune's mirror, but like they're floating, like the energy is flowing between two. So I find it very difficult to believe that there's just like one wrong person in this scenario. Unfortunately, it seems like both people are very energetically, how do I put this, similar, not in terms of what they're doing, but in terms of intentions. You have to remember this is like trying to figure out intentions. So like both people knew what was up, and it was definitely looks like a race to protect. And again, I don't think either person is necessarily a bad person. I'm just saying what I see from the energy. So I did pull the Justice card, so that is legal action, right? We are seeing that. Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much that's going to go, like how far that's going to go. So Justice is about things ruling in your favor, and the Queen of Pentacles, that would be Stephanie, because that's a Queen of Pentacles, so a female in her career, in her element. But the Nine of Wands is walking on eggshells, so I think for her, that's more of her paranoia. I don't know how much she's going to gain from that. The Four of Pentacles is a greedy, selfish card. The Knight of Pentacles is inconsistency. And the Ten of Pentacles would be like long-term. So if anything, I mean, maybe they'll have some sort of like... Can she get a restraining order? Maybe something like that, but I just don't know how successful that endeavor is going to be. I definitely think there might be some sort of threat or some sort of cease and desist, but I just find it very difficult to believe that there'll be like a long drawn-out battle there. If there ever was, it would be settled with money, but I don't think so. To me, that's more like fear and paranoia leading to decisions that aren't exactly like 100% foolproof. I also think that if she were to do that, she would end up getting sued back. So she needs to be very careful. I don't know if Stephanie will ever watch this. But hey, I mean, I didn't know who Stephanie was before this. And then after this video, I thought she was really cute and I kind of like her content. So hi, I'm a new fan. Anyways, if she were to sue, he's going to sue her back. Because remember, the Temperance card is what you give, it comes back to you in return. And since both parties are energetically in the same place, she has to be very careful about how far she pushes legal matters. Unfortunately, I do think that there's something on her that he has or that someone has that would kind of destroy her legally just the same way. So I think it's both better if both people folded. The Five of Swords is reversed. So the Five of Swords is about pettiness back and forth, and the Knight of Swords is about impure intentions, and then we see the Ace of Wands, the birth of something new. Again, I don't know. I just feel like both people are kind of in the same boat. I mean, the Knight of Swords is for both people, and it's pettiness, and then the Knight of Swords is impure intentions on both parts. Like, I feel like I said before, like, it was like almost like both people knew what the other person was doing and were waiting for the other person to strike. So both people were well prepared to handle themselves. To me, this just seems like a disagreement between two people that just didn't like each other, but were afraid to say that. The Ace of Wands is the birth of something new. So I actually do think that this is something that people will get over and everyone will get over. Ace of Wands is like, I'm going to get over this. It's fine. Like, it's not whatever. Page of Swords is like, it's not worth the battle. The Knight of Swords is overthinking, overanalyzing, and paranoia and fear, which is exactly what caused this. Very similar to the Tati James thing. In terms of like, people, getting afraid or whatever the case may be. But the Judgment card is reversed. So the Judgment card being reversed is like an embarrassment and public opinion falling out of favor. If anybody makes any more videos, it'll be bad for both of them. Hopefully their videos stop because the Judgment card being reversed tells me that people are feeling like pawns now and they will turn on both of them if they don't stop. So at this point, it totally needs to be put a pin in and just forgotten. Okay, so this is the part where I need help from you guys. So I know that they initially were fighting over some girl named Veronica, I think. I don't know who that is, but I think we're going to find out who that is because I see her playing a bigger role in this. So the Page of Cups is about attachment and sentimentality. So this has to be someone we were connected to with the past that's related to the drama. And the Six of Wands is ego and pride. So it has to be someone who is in front and center. The only person that would be invested into the drama that was front and center, that like has an actual physical emotional attachment, has to be that girl, because it cannot be Zach, because he wouldn't be emotionally attached to these people. He would be connected to them from like a financial standpoint. This is an emotional standpoint. It can't be Zach. And the Hierophant is reversed, which is like a breaking of commitment, and the Lover's card is a severing of a bond between two people, and the Ace of Cups is about finding love in other places. So to me, this has to be the other girl who was separated or moved on from. I don't know if she is thinking about making a video or if she made a video and didn't post it, but I am seeing her voice. The Magician is upright, which is communication. I am totally seeing her voice. I don't know if she's been quiet or what she's been doing, but I'd be shocked if she didn't like have something that she was afraid to post, because the Ace of Swords is about an opportunity to take someone out, and the Queen of Swords is reversed, which tells me I don't know this drama, and I wish I did, but the Queen of Swords reversed, which tells me she has a smoking gun on a female. I don't know who this female is, but it's a Queen of Swords, and she's reversed, and if she speaks up, it'll take this female out. So she has some sort of information or ammunition on a specific female here, where if she says something, it'll cause an issue for that person. It'll cause an issue for a female. I don't know who this is or what this is, but there is totally some sort of information here that she has on a female. I don't know who it is. It was a while ago, though. Eight of Wands is like a slow change, and that means it's old. The Five of Pentacles is an abuse of power, or someone you worked with, because that's like taking someone under your wing. Has she taken anyone under her wing in her YouTube career, and like has she been burned by that? Because the Moon is about lies, deceit, and deception. So there has to be someone that she feels like she nurtured or took under her wing or whatever that screwed her over, and the Moon is upright. And I think that this is also an underlying factor to all this drama that can't be talked about, that she's contemplated talking about. See, Ten of Cups is about the mukbang and like environment, because that's like Ten of Cups is like family, but here it's like community, so it has to be in the community. It has to be in like the YouTube community or the mukbang community, whatever. So there has to be something like that. I do think she should post this, because unfortunately I think that this video is going to this mukbang drama video between Stephanie and Nick is about to blow open the doors to a ton of old tea in like this community that they're a part of. I don't know if it's a mukbang community or what it is, but that community that they're a part of, it's going to blow open the doors to a bunch of secrets that have been held for years. I totally see it. Like it starts with this one situation that needs to come to light. This is an old situation that needs to come to light. I think it's involving the other girl involved in here. And then a bunch of secrets and skeletons are going to fall out. This is inevitable. This is going to happen one way or another. Someone will end up pressuring someone, or information will be leaked behind the scenes, and then it'll get to the public. This is going to happen. That's why I think that Nick and Steffi, that situation is going to be over and done with, and then why I saw the Ace of Wands birth something new, because there's going to be new drama involving other people that are adjacent or connected to them. This is going to blow the casket open from a lot of stuff. The King of Swords upright, the Eight of Pentacles upright, and the Three of Wands. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that Nick is a voice to a lot of other people that are afraid to say things. So while obviously, I don't think Nick always goes about it in the best way, I do think that there are some pieces of information that he's been given, whether or not they're misconstrued or not, I don't know. And I do think that he ends up saying them instead of the other people. And I think he ends up taking the fall for things that aren't always 100% his thing to take the fall for. Not saying that he's not accountable for his actions, and not saying that he doesn't do things that he shouldn't, or say things that he shouldn't, or act in a way that he shouldn't. What I am saying, though, is that I see him have information from other people that are afraid to say things that he either says, or maybe he pressures. I can't say for sure, because it is what's going on. So I don't know. I don't really know what it is. I'm telling you, it's the past. People are running from their past situations, running from it in the Four of Wands, but it's sitting right there and everyone knows it. The Death card is about a rebirth and wanting a change. The King of Pentacles is upright and the Eight of Swords. So the King of Pentacles is the career aspect of this because it's in the same community, and the Eight of Swords like the pressure and feeling trapped and like, oh my God, I don't know what to do or say. And again, I do think that money is a motivator. However, I don't think money is as much of a motivator as everyone is intending. I think that it is a part of the motivator, but I think that it's a conversation that needs to happen. Here's why. I'm going to be very blunt here. Ace of Pentacles is like a waste of money or time or effort, but in this instance, what this essentially translates to is, yes, sure, some of these videos that they're making now might have some financial reward and it might be a focus that, you know, cool, I can get opportunity from this, but the old situations that were in that are like about to be exposed again are worse and are uglier when it comes to financially benefiting from others. So the justification that we don't see for some of the actions that are currently being spread is because there are issues that are worse, that people have done worse for money that you guys don't know about, which is why we're doing this now. Okay? Allegedly for entertainment purpose only. Like, sure, maybe this will benefit us, but they benefited more from other stuff. Like, it's a little bit of revenge. I will pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck, and we'll see what we get from that in a second, but Knight of Wands is upright, Six of Pentacles is reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles. Zach Choi needs to be extremely careful, because this is him, okay? Because the Six of Pentacles is like a breaking of commitment and a breaking of like dependability, reliability. Nine of Pentacles is about other people, and this Knight of Wands has to be him. Because Knight of Wands is aggression, so it has to be someone who's, again, directly involved. I also feel it's him. The Chariot's upright, which is progress, slow and steady, and the King of Wands versus the Two of Cups. He needs to be very careful because I see him saying or doing something that will make someone else feel like he's not reliable, dependable, and exposing him for something. Yep. Breaking of trust, an emotionally taxing situation, and the Empress is upright. Empress, I wonder if it's a female. Can't figure that out. Empress is usually like nurturing energy. Unless it's something to do with his family. Because Empress could be like mom. I can't figure it out. But Knight of Cups upright, Two of Pentacles, and Hangman. It's something that has been let go. So there's definitely someone that... There's someone that if he breaks his like loyalty to them, they'll have it with him. And he'll end up having a scandal himself. So I need him to be very careful. I would be super careful. Out of everyone that needs to be careful, I honestly think that Stephanie needs to be the second most careful, and Zach needs to be the most careful. Okay? I do think Nick is going to get repercussions for his action, but I think that's already happened. So it's a little bit difficult for me to see because I'm doing this reading obviously a little bit late, so there's already been a backlash to Nick. So that's probably why I'm not seeing too much more of a backlash, because it's already happening, and I'm trying to see what else is coming. Strength card is reversed, which is vulnerability. The World is reversed, which is about the completion of a cycle. And the Sun is upright, which is happiness, which to me seems like the only way that this whole situation will make sense is if everyone comes clean with their personal, interpersonal connections. These are all about like the people that I'm friends with, the people that I connect with. Mukbang community seems like a climbing of a pyramid, like everyone's social climbing. That's what I see. I see tons of social climbing in this. So I am going to go ahead and pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck. So let's go ahead and do that. Girl, who knew the mukbang community was more tea than the drama community or the beauty community? Oh, yeah. Yeah, good luck. So Perchance to Dream is about people feeling like someone stopped their success. I'm telling you, these are the issues. It's like, oh, you're gatekeeping. You're gatekeeping me. You're trying to stop my success. These are the overarching themes in this community. The obsession is like people who get obsessed with one another or obsessed with things. Or it's also about like ownership, like your mind. This is definitely like playing pawns or like territorial nature. It's like you can be with this person, but you can't be with this person because if you're with this person, you're my friend. It's like very that. It's like high school. Anger and chains is the frustration that's been building. I told you it's going to explode, and the fated to suffer tells me that all these connections are fake and fated to suffer. That should be of no shock to anyone. It also tells me that everyone knows everyone else's game. These are not real, authentic friendships. I don't buy it. I'm sorry. Allegedly for entertainment purpose only. You're not going to convince me that these people don't know what the other person is doing. I did pull the Masquerade card, which is about faking who you are, and the Black Flower Fragrance, which is about attracting negativity, and also, our little sister scandal card. But like I said before, this is for everyone involved. Nobody is able to claim being naive. Nobody is able to claim innocence, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I don't buy it. Just don't buy it. I'm going to pull one more spread from my astrology deck and call it a day. Saturn is life lessons, Pluto is change and transformation, Capricorn is career, Virgo, wow, I need to learn to speak. Virgo. I think that's Zach's sign, isn't it? Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Virgo. Uh-oh. Well, Sag is Stephanie, and I already told you she's in trouble. Scorpio is the revenge card here. Zach being a Scorpio, being a Virgo, I'm telling you, these two are in trouble. Zach and Stephanie are in trouble. I'm telling you, like, Scorpio energy, this is like someone snaking them from behind. I don't think it's Nick, you guys. I told you, Mars is anger. See? Really angry. Fire. Curveball. People who we least expect or don't expect from the past. Uh-oh. Well, okay, so here's my advice in this situation. Shut up, stay quiet, don't feed into anything anymore. The more people talk and the more the situation keeps going, the two of them are in trouble. So they need to just shut up, don't talk about it, move on, pretend that you've cleaned the slate if you haven't cleaned the slate, and just move on, because I'm telling you right now, that both of them need to be careful. I like Zach and I like Stephanie, so I don't want to hear anything in the comments. I like them both. I didn't know who Stephanie was until this stuff, and I liked her content, so I started watching. And I think Zach's really hot, so I don't know what else to say. I hope nobody is mad at this reading. I can only tell you what I see. It's all legend for entertainment purposes only. Stay tuned for my 2020 predictions and my 2019 top 10 readings. You can put in the comments what your favorite reading of mine ever for the 2019 was. You can put in the comments below who you want me to read next. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Antphrodite. Private readings. By the way, private readings got released. I don't know if you guys know this, but private readings got released, and they're bi-weekly released. I tweet and post on Instagram when they go live every 2 weeks. So they are live now, and they are in function, and people are purchasing them. So check out my socials for that. And yeah, until next time. Bye, guys.